Well, it looks like my little video worked. Like I said, like the description says, I'm just trying to see. Hey, Bud Files, you're up late. Can you hear me okay? I'm checking my mic out there. After several months, I decided to get the old laptop back out and see if I can get it set up. So, Cat's Love, can you hear me, hon? Is my mic working? Hey, Scanner Group. Welcome, welcome. All right. Good, Cass. Thank you. Yeah, I just setting the laptop up. Riley, hello. And come on. And she saw the camera, guys. Daniel, hello. And it's good seeing you too. I'm just seeing how this is all going to play out. Like I said, I haven't had my laptop hooked up since I got back from Florida this spring. And so I was trying to get it all set up and get the live stream scheduled for you can't get on the tables. Oh, like my little girl. Yeah. She's a diva. Every time she sees the laptop or sees a camera, she thinks she has to be on film. Look at her, looking for the camera. Look at you, girl. Oh, you seeing it, ain't you? Yeah, and this internet, it sucks. So I didn't know if it would even pick up back here in this room. So, but yeah. So how's everybody doing? And Scanner Group, I am so glad that you're here with us tonight. Like I said, it's just a little quick pop up just to see how things are going. Oh, yep, she's a mama's girl. Yeah, she's my emotional support dog. So she knows when I get nervous and stuff. But yet she's she's the boss. She's the boss and she knows it. Yeah, but I was getting you ready to get down now? You ready to get down? Let's see if she wouldn't put her down. Go on now. Go play. Setting up for Tuesday night's live. I've got a special thing I'm gonna do Tuesday night for my live. Actually gonna have a theme for it. So I was just trying to make sure. And did y'all see my new video intro that I played? Oh, you come over from Calamities. That is awesome. Matter of fact, I am going to be shouting out 5 channels Tuesday night. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 channels. And it's called Making a Difference. Making a difference in their own way. And Calamity Girl, she's one of the channels that I've got listed to shout out. So you got to make sure to come back Tuesday to check it out. She touches my heart. She's like, everybody's big sister, everybody's mama, or the type that you would want to have. So yeah. So she's on that list. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So yeah, guys, sneak peek. If you haven't seen, oh yeah, if you haven't seen, preacher, go to bed. Oh, I said preacher, and here she come. Oh, she got distracted by her tail. She's chasing her tail. If you haven't checked out Calamity Girl, check her out because, like I said, she'll be getting a shout out on Tuesday, and she's just a super sweet girl. So, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. And she's caught her tail now. She don't know what to do with it. And if anybody that hasn't seen before, MG Preacher, that's my boy. That's my baby boy, my only boy. And so, yeah, I can get away with telling him what to do. Wait, I tell a lot of people what to do, though, don't I? So yeah. So y'all got a sneak peek. Those of y'all still here listening, got a little sneak peek. You can go check out Calamity Girl before Tuesday's live. I think you'll like her. If you don't, something's wrong with you. I just tell you like it. You know me, I just keep it real, people. If you don't like Calamity Girl, there's something wrong with you. Oh, thank you for the hug, Cass Love. So, but yeah, I'm still trying to get everything. Oh, I forgot. Let's see if this still works. That's not the way I want it. Why does it do that now? I like it when it's scrolling across the bottom. It ain't even giving me that option. That's weird. I had thought about Kevin the other day. Is he doing good? Miss seeing him. The last time I talked to him, he was doing okay. Working all the time, taking care of the doggies. Matter of fact, I need to call him again pretty soon. I try to, at least call him every couple of months or so, just check in on him. YouTube had an 8-hour update. Wow. Lord have mercy. I'm glad it didn't shut everything down completely because I'd go crazy without YouTube for 8 hours. Trust me. One cell phone keeps YouTube going. And while it's resting, the other one keeps it going. I will, Blaine. Last I talked to him, if he can work it out, he may try to come up to Michigan. They probably did. Seems like every time they update stuff, it messes up something. Get up here and lay down. And he's talking about let's see, Blaine, that's what it used to be. Now, listen, sister, you're going to have to sit down. Okay. All right. You can't type, but sit right there. Can you get up here and sit down? Get up here and lay down now. Go on. Lay down. No, you can't drink my coffee. Hey, down. Blame it on. See, that's what I said. Usually it just says show and hide. Or it says to edit it. Wait. Oh, wait. I found a button. I found a button. Let's see what that does. Hey, hey. That's how girl got smart. You can teach an old dog new tricks. Sit down. That's not a food bowl. My last dumpster diving, I found this cool little plastic dish. And she's looking at it like, hey, is there food in there? So, hey, I taught an old dog here. Okay, was arrested in what? Wisconsin? I hadn't heard that. Jaeger said hi, Gamma. And nights. Oh, yeah, gotta go nights. That's what Bella's waiting on for me to go nights, ain't you? Huh? You want to say hi? Okay, yeah, she's watching. Yeah, you watching. That's my girl. For a DWI. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Ray Diggs! What you doing up so late, Ray? I figured you guys would already all be in bed. I thought I was the only one up this late. So, it's hard to believe he's 71 years old. Luke Duke is 71 years old. Bubby says, hi, Bell. Right here, up here. He's up here. What are you crying for? Because Mommy put you down a while ago. Lord. You go to bed at 4. Well, part of the bipolar is sleep disorders. So I go to sleep when I can, and sometimes it's 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, where's my hair? Hair is wild. And boop snoot. So, and I'm lucky when I go to bed, it's like I get 2 hours sleep, and then I'm up again. Oh, boop snoot. Gonna boop. Boop snoot. The same way, and the whole week gets off track. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And that's like I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but luckily it's a telehealth thing. So I'll wake up and the phone rings. If nothing else, let me see that foot. Let me see that foot. What you got in that foot? You hiding something in that foot? And so he'll call and go over that stuff with me. You know how they do. They don't really care. But you don't listen. Yeah, well, I was diagnosed several years back, but not a whole lot they can do with it. So I have to learn to live with it. And that's what I tell people, just because you have a disability or something like that, it don't mean life's over. You just got to find a new way to do things, I've never been known as normal anyway, so so I just have to find my new normal. I like the Zoom calls because I hate getting out in public. She's pawing at me, wanting me to hold her hand. Yeah, Blaine, we did. We had some storms here. Um, One night it was really bad. Right before dark, we saw the power lines and jumped, and we heard a noise and seen the power lines jumping. And a tree had fell up there and broke a pole. Not this pole, maybe two poles up from us. And then later that night, I was sitting in here because, again, I couldn't sleep. And thank goodness that little Jackery I have, I love it because I can hook it up to my internet. And I still have internet. May not have power anywhere else, but hey, I can still get online. Um, I heard a noise and I thought something had hit the house. So I go out and I'm checking. And hi, Ashley. And didn't see nothing. So, um, didn't think much of it. We're in West Virginia. And next day I go out and I thought, what's that in my driveway? Yeah, that's part of the power lines. Um, so then that other pop was it coming loose from the pole across the road from my house here. And what was so funny and so aggravating at the same time is the guide wire that holds the lines up was still attached and hanging down into the road. In Minnesota once, I think. Yeah. And cars are trying to go around it. And of course, they're coming out into my yard trying to go around it. Or they wouldn't even see it and they would hit it. Well, and I'm like, okay, so they'll come back up, they'll come fix it, blah, blah, blah. I know there's an outage, so no biggie. Well, then these two kids on a four-wheeler come up and smack that cable, and that's a pretty thick cable. And about took themselves off the four-wheeler. So I call them back and I'm like, hey, people, y'all got to come here and do this. Somebody's going to get hurt. So I went out there looking, I realized it was just the guide wire. So I hung a piece of white ribbon on it so people would quit running into it. And kicked the end of the power lines out of the driveway because there was a box on it. Well, if Rick going out to work next morning forgets it's there and runs over it, then it's going to pop a tire. So try to get all that cleaned up. Well, they came up the next day and fixed the wires back and all that stuff. But they left the old wires laying up my yard. Luckily, as I was mowing, I saw it before I got into it. Even though they weren't, live wires or nothing, if that would wrap around my blades, I could tore up my, I don't need a bath now because she's taking care of it, ain't she? And, but that could have tore my lawnmower up. So luckily, I had seen it. And Rick went up there and he rolled it up and threw it off to the side where it wouldn't be in our way. But and it's so low that you can't get a camper in here now. So I'm going to have to call them back, tell them to come in. They got to fix this back. And that would have been a mess on the mower. Exactly. Big thunderstorms, Canada, Ontario. We get little rainstorms. I tell you, I love the sound of a storm. I love to watch storms. And so it was kind of neat. There's no power, so there's no lights in the house, and you can see the lightning lighting up everything outside. It was kind of cool. And all right, Bella, am I clean enough now? That's why I can't wear lotion. If I try to put lotion on, she just licks it back off, and I'm afraid she's going to get sick. But what are you doing? Are you wanting to hold hands? Okay. Hold hands. Hold hands. You're crazy. To get out of the group home, get settings so I can get back to traveling the world. I tell you what, my aunt, I had one aunt that, ain't that right, Blaine? You'll never be able to come visit me. I guess I just have to let you park in the front yard. Be like, yeah, why not? That's where we celebrate crazy, right? We just prop it up in the front yard. So, perfect spot for you. But I had an aunt that we always said she was like, now she showed the Indian heritage in us. Okay. I mean, she had the jet black, the coarse Indian hair, the dark skin. She looked 100% Cherokee, you know. And it's funny though, because, I look nothing like that, right? But we always said, she got the nomadic gene. We always said, she's our little gypsy. Well, she always would tell me I was her little gypsy girl. And because I couldn't sit still, I always wanted to be out and doing something, exploring something. I never was one to sit at home. And she'd always say, your gypsy blood's a flowing. And I'm like, where are you going to now? She said, oh, you know how it is, Angie. Said, when the gypsy blood starts flowing, you got to start going. And so, yeah. So sitting at home it's tough. It's tough, but sometimes we got to do it, don't we? We do. And then sometimes we just jump on the side by side and hit the hills. Back road hillbillies. Thank you for popping in for the support. Thank you so much. I appreciate every bit of that, guys. Like I said, I just thought I'd come on here and just say hi to a few people and make sure I've got everything set up. And not that I want to admit that I'm going to have to start using my laptop more and give my eyes a break on them phones. Not that I'm getting old or nothing, no, nothing like that. Who has a tour bus style motorhome, and he's going to get a new one, and we're planning on going state to state. Oh, also bring the Harley. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. See, I got a friend of mine. He's rebuilding a school bus. And now he's recently, because he wrecked his bike, got him a little Jeep to tow along behind it. I cannot wait to get that Jeep in these hills. I love going ridge riding, or we call it mudding. You find the biggest mud hole you can get into and see if you can make who makes the biggest mess. And whoever comes home covered in the most mud wins. That friend is lucky to be alive. Yeah. And it's decked out. That's cool. That is awesome. Yeah, that friend is definitely lucky to be alive. He went airborne over top of that car. So, Super Trucker. Yeah, we need to rename Tommy Crash, don't we? No, now sit down. There's no toys over there for you. There's nothing over there for you. Now you got to get back here and sit down in your seat. And I about laughed when he said his boots were sitting there. Oh, he's something else. And of course, I tease him all the time. I said, when's he going to let me drive his Jeep, I've been living tiny for 10 years. I'm looking forward to a full-size home in September. Oh, really? Backwoods. Now, sometimes I think I'd like tiny. I don't know. But then again, I got so much crap that I don't think I can never go tiny. I can never go tiny. One thing about being bipolar is you have so many different hobbies and interests and stuff, and if you see this back room of mine, what, sister? Come on. you would understand. This is my sewing fabric and stuff back here. I got crafts along that wall. I got 2 sewing machines set up in here. Crafts, I got crafts everywhere. Now you're going to have to sit still. Thank you very much. And all of this stuff back here, craft supplies. It's my Cricut up here. Hey, there's some books I got from dumpster diving. Notebooks, perfectly fine notebooks. And this little box right here, it's got painting supplies in it. More fabric and painting supplies. So, yeah. Gold plated in it, and paint color is going to be teal. Oh, I love the color teal. We have been living full time in an RV since 2000. Have y'all been in there that long, Blaine? And Mallory ain't killed you yet? God, girl, she's I'm telling you, she's got the patience of Job, I guess. Sometimes, and we realize how blessed. Yeah, it's like here you all out there living, in your RV and stuff like that, and so me and Rick sitting here waiting for him to retire so that we could do that, my kind of girl dumpster dive. Yeah, this is some of the. Look at this. Look at this. Of course, there's skulls. I forgot my camera. String lights, battery operated. Nothing wrong with them. I just gotta make sure they work. In a dumpster. Brand new shower curtain. And then I've got some toys stuff here that I'll clean up. Phew! I'll disinfect it and everything. Stuff like this. The daycare center has like a treasure box, and if the kids are good, they get treasures out of it. So they mean that one, Super Shocker? Got that one too. Bella thinks it's a food bowl. She was looking for food in it a while ago. But yeah, it was, and it just, this pops off. The legs and stuff pop off, or the hands, they pop off. It was in the garbage. 3 different 3 different pieces. And but yeah, I was so excited, guys. My little channel, my little bitty channel got to make its first donation the other day, which I probably could have done it sooner, but I hadn't really put 2 and 2 together. But we actually took a big load of stuff over, the coloring books and the paint sets and stuff that we had been gathering up, took it to the daycare center. My camera just went all blurry. Why did I go blurry? Am I blurry to you all? It looks blurry to me now. Y'all still with me? Could be the weather. It could be. Cleared up. I actually love having yard sales, but when it's hot like this, my ghost is messing with the focus. Hey, it wouldn't surprise me. This is the room I see him in the most. Watch out, Bill. This is one of the little signs I got. It says relax. Yeah. Hello Kitty. Little Hello Kitty notebook. And you know what was wrong with it? One of the sections, pages had gotten folded over. So, and these ones, they call them the sensory notebooks. And it had like a gel type of cover on it, which I think one of them still does. But some of them do, yeah. Hang on. Bell's looking at me like, what you doing, Mom? But see, they have like the gel sensory covers on them. And some of them, this was like maybe kind of tore or looked nasty and stuff. So I just took them off. Still got a hard cover. So, yeah. Why throw this stuff in the landfills? You know? Why? Move, Belle. I don't want to roll over your tail. Move. Thank you. Oh, you mean that right there? Yeah, that's the TV that I use with my karaoke machine right there. So, hey, it works. So they need to throw it out. So I found a use for it. So, but yeah, if you all noticed a lot of my crafts, Christmas crafting, most of that stuff come out of the dumpsters. I just fix it back up, craft it back up, or, take 2 items, make one, you know. So I just don't, and I'll bring the stuff home, wash it down with sanitizing wipes, and it's good to go. But when I took that stuff over there, that was wild that night. I got a screenshot. Oh, the ghost, yeah. We're going back to 1960s. I love it. I know, right? But I mean, it works good. So you can see it doesn't get used that much. So it's easy to hook up to my karaoke machine. But yeah, I took that what I thought was going to be a box of stuff, but it was a couple of boxes. And those the guy over top of the daycare center. So I mean, it was like boxes that had like markers and coloring books in it and stuff. Darian, hi, honey, from Ocala. Oh, shut up. Well, then again, I don't know. Mom's wanting to go down for a couple of weeks. I said, as hot as it's been, no, I think I'll stay right here. But they were so excited. And, the coloring, some of the coloring books, like I said, if you go back to some of my videos, it's kind of like Finding the Pirates, but it tells different pirate stories or about different pirates. And it's like a Where's Waldo type thing. And it'll have like pictures, to find. And, yeah, Ocala. I love Ocala. It's a pretty place. It's about 20 minutes from me. So, yeah, Mom said, I'd like to go down for about a week. Well, honey, I'm old. I don't make that trip for just a week. It's going to be at least 2 weeks. Metal detecting NC. Hi, honey. Let's see. Let me think. It's been a while. Mike? Is it Mike? It's been a while. That's all right now. It's 100 degrees or more down there. I don't want to go down there and just have to sit in the house. So, but guys, my son is making his first solo voyage. the same weekend I'm in August, or September, I'll be in Michigan. Same weekend. I was hoping it was a weekend later. Him and some of his friends are going to some kind of battlefield reenactment. I can't remember now what one it was, but it's down in Georgia. And I know it sounds strange because he's like 27, 26, 27. But he's never been away like that before, you know? And, it's like he's got a buddy willing to pick him up. They're going to share rooms. Fort Walton Beach, Florida. See, 170. That's what I said. Why would I want to go down there when I can still do the 80s and 90s right here? If it's that hot down there, all you're going to do is sit in the air conditioning anyway. So, so I'll just do that here. Because I learned yesterday, I went to buy a dress. Yes, I said it. A dress. My nephew is getting married next month. And then one of the guys that Rick works with is getting married the following weekend. So I thought, well, I'll be nice and wear a dress, try to clean up a little bit. Or should say dress up a little bit. And I didn't do that much walking. But it was so hot. This heat will, for one, where I've got the congestive heart failure, I'll start retaining water. So last night I couldn't hardly breathe because I was just, I guess, the water was getting around the heart. So that was pushing on the lungs. And, so I was having trouble breathing. So I can't do heat like I used to. Today I was outside twice. And once we ran because I have to run to the top of the hill to upload videos. Ran to the top of the hill to upload a video. Stopped and talked to a neighbor of ours. And then later I got out and just weeded like the inside of my fence. And that was it, Cass Love. Did my hair frizz up? It wouldn't surprise me what this hair does. It's like, it's curly from like here down. But up here, it's all straight. And I don't know why all of a sudden I got the streaks of light from my overhead light. So, that may be why. Yeah, that is why she's so clean. She usually goes to bed with Rick. When it comes bedtime, she sits there and goes to bed with Rick. But last night and tonight both, you can see she's right here with me. And when I get like that, I've got a hospital bed in this other bedroom. That way I can prop myself up to sleep. And so last night I was able to go, actually, because usually I'm in my recliner. And just as soon as I opened that gate, buddy, she was right there. As soon as I opened that up, she was boom, up into that bed. She's like, Mommy, you ain't going without me. Got too hot the other day and couldn't get my breath. Heart rate was up to about 118. Yeah. Now try living that way about every day. Yeah. Streaks of light from the ghost. Yeah, he's flying around too fast. No, that's just my halo glowing, Sorry. But so yeah, so anytime I'm out in the heat like that, yeah. So I start taking extra medicine and more oxygen, and which I'm supposed to be on oxygen when I'm out doing stuff anyway. So, but I'm not gonna let it stop me. So with the AC at 45 degrees. I have got one of the little fans, the little USB port type fans that's actually clipped to the lamp beside of my recliner in there. Because if I sometimes it just, not really that I'm hot, it's just like stale air not moving. So I have to turn that fan on because I can't breathe. Last summer I had no issues with heat, but this year is bad. Yep, super trucker, you gotta be careful. I was in Jupiter the other day and it felt so good. I want to go. See, when I come back down this winter, I want to check out a lot of them springs. For one, everybody talks about Jenny Springs. I want to check that out, and that's out. I think it's out around Ocala, but Ocala's got a lot of springs out there. But I'm also, I am on the hunt for sea potatoes. If anybody knows what those are. I want to see the manatees. Yeah. I live it almost daily. That's why I can't do much. I'm too young to be seeing a cardiologist and pulmonologist every few weeks. Right there with you. Well, I am older than you, but ever since I had the heart attack, okay? I had the heart attack and I died on them twice. So I'm thankful to be here in any shape or form, okay? Because it was touch and go. I mean, I'll admit it. It was bad. And I thought I was having a heat stroke. So that's another reason I tell people, be careful. All right, I know I'm going to mess this name up. The Numus Manic? I don't know. Hi, honey. I'm gonna name that. That's gonna mess that name up. And so, but what had happened was, we thought that it didn't damage my heart. We honestly thought that the heart attack didn't damage anything. But that hole in your heart most people are born with that closes up. Well, apparently mine had closed up, but when I had my heart attack, it come back loose. It opened back up a little bit. Not enough to do surgery to fix it, just enough that when I am out doing something, if I'm up exerting myself, I lose oxygen. And yes, I smoke, so it don't help either. And but they're trying to see if medication will fix it. Because honestly, the risk of heart surgery to fix it outweighs, they don't know if that surgery will even fix it. It might fix it. Try. Okay, new Miss Maniac. New Miss Maniac. I had my heart attack. Well, not last summer, maybe 2 summers ago, 3 summers ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, because it just come up on Rick's timeline on Facebook. Picture of me, my first cup of coffee in the hospital. Yay! It's after I came. It's about a week later because I was in. Yeah, they had trouble getting me off the ventilator and everything. So it was about 3 years ago. Take swim with manatees and Homosassa Spring. Oh, Darian, we got to do this. I got to do this. I want to swim with the manatees. I mean, I know I can't touch them and can't interact with them and stuff, but I can be there. If they interact with me, that's different. But now it means crazy coin collector. Okay. Okay. That's cool. What caused it? Just wondering. Like I said, I thought I was having a heat stroke. Not once did I ever have chest pains, anything like that, but the sweating, and because we were out laying concrete. Yeah, yes, me. I was out laying concrete. All right, Blaine, you get some rest and give Mallory a big old kiss for me. Tell her I said hi and I miss her. Can't wait to see you guys again. So by the time the ambulance got here and everything, she said, honey, you're tombstoning. You're having a heart attack. I said, no, I'm not. I'm having a heat stroke. And my heart rate on the monitors looked like tombstones across the paper. And the end of January, March. Well, see, that what then I'll be down there. I'll be down hopefully by the 1st of December. So yeah. 3 times and still here working through my 7th decade. Oh wow, that is awesome. So yeah, the only thing I had blockages, my main aorta, ain't that the main blood? Yeah, main thing going to your heart was 99% blocked. No, it was 100% blocked. And the Widowmaker was 99% blocked. And the doctor honestly said it looked like it had been 100% blocked and had opened back up to 99% blocked. Giving credit, I probably where I took that aspirin, just because I thought maybe it is something different. So I took an aspirin because I had a headache. And so yeah, they found out that, yeah, fat girl's arteries are blocked. So now I'm on all this medication, try to keep my blood pressure down, and it never fails, never fails. And I even had one of the doctors tell me this. The medication they put you on to help keep your arteries and stuff cleaned out causes a high A1C. So guess what? Now I'm also diabetic. So here recently, I have been taking care of everything. Every morning when I get up, I check my weight because that lets me know about water weight gain. If I'm retaining water or anything. I do my blood pressure, my pulse, my O2 levels, my oxygen levels, and check my sugar every morning. And finally this morning I got it down under 200. But I'm not for sure. They call them they call them beta blockers. They're supposed to keep your what do they call it? Particles in your bloodstream from building up. So, because I told him, I said, everybody I know that's had a heart attack went in, they weren't diabetic, but when they came out, they were diabetic. And the beta blockers and stuff works. Yeah. And it's crazy. It really is crazy. But like the doctor says, what are you going to do? Take the chance of not taking them? If I go off the beta blockers, then I don't have to worry about the A1C being up so high. But then then again, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to take the chance of having another heart attack just to keep the sugar down? So it's like a catch-22, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Either way, I know I got a handful of pills I got to take out. I mean, it's like 10 different medications. At least 10 different medications I got to take. Statin drug. Yeah. I'm not supposed to have grapefruit either. But there is a grapefruit out there I'll have to find out what kind it is. There is a grapefruit out there that you can have. It's there's one that it doesn't interact, you know, with it like that. So, God, I can't remember what. But down in Florida, my uncle and them, they had a nursery and an orchard and stuff, but they grew it all the time because me and Dad are, we love. I don't know what it is about Florida. I love fresh fruit, and we would love to have our grapefruits in the morning. Yeah, with sugar on top, but shh, we'll not tell that part. Um, and so he was growing that grapefruit that didn't interact with the statins, yeah, statin drugs. And so I could still have my, you know, um, my grapefruits. But now also with the A1C levels, what shoots your sugar up quicker than anything? Orange juice. You know what my favorite drinks are? Orange juice. You know what I love to eat? Oranges. Yeah. Use the herb of the field. Hey. Matter of fact, that's one of the discussions that me and my doctor may have tomorrow because he's my therapist, okay? And I don't hide the fact with the bipolar, the PTSD, the severe anxiety, and the severe depression, and all the other crap that I got going on. I can't take the medication. I can't take bipolar medication because of the anxiety and depression levels. If you treat the depression, then your anxiety level goes up. Treat the anxiety, the depression levels go up. Never could find that happy medium. So either that, you know, or you walk around like a zombie. You're all drugged up. And I said, no, I ain't doing that. I was calling people in the middle of the night, not even knowing it. Cooking in the middle of the night, didn't even know it. I found myself one morning, I got up. I'm like, why am I so sticky? I love homemade candy before it sets up hard. It's like a taffy. Well, my cousin had made some and it didn't set up. And I'm like, hey, don't you dare throw it out. I'm taking that home. And I was trying to eat it in the middle of the night and missing my face, my mouth, and everything. I mean, I even dropped it all over me. So I'm like, I am not living. When people ask other people what kind of drugs I'm on, I'm not living my life that way. I am not in control of my mental faculties. So, you know, I won't do it. I wouldn't do it. So therapy and all of this stuff has helped me get through, you know. I know there's so many restrictions on these medications. Yeah, my doctors tell me it's harder on me. It would be harder on me to try and quit than it is to smoke. Does that make sense? Isn't it fun to have a doctor that actually says, I know I'm supposed to tell you not to smoke, but with my other issues, you know, he knows that it's harder for me. I could literally throw myself into another heart attack. You know, so but one thing about it, Super Trucker, I'm not a big drinker. I may have one or two out with friends, you know. And if I have two, I usually never even finish the second one. But this constant anxiety issue is what's getting me right now. Half the time I don't want to leave the house. That's one reason I have this channel, is to make me leave my house. And it makes me get out and do things. And this way I'm interacting with people. If not, I would be happy as lark sitting here being a hermit. You know, just leave me in my little piece of heaven here inside my yard. Don't mess with me. You know, um, in an hour setting. Oh, Lord, not me. Occasional drinker. I miss the grapefruit. I know, right? But yeah, trucker, I'll try to find out again and look up to see what grapefruit that is. There's another strand of grapefruit that you can have. And because I remember Dad would go, we'd get a lot of them from, like I said, my uncle had the orchard, and we would get them and juice them, so that you get your grapefruit juice too. So yeah. But yeah, I'd be happy as a lark sitting here. But I realized, yes, I don't have a disability. It had me. And I weren't going to let it control me. So, started drinking when you was 9. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I grew up with an alcoholic uncle, which he has quit drinking. Okay, he's quit drinking years ago. But I was like 16, 17 when he quit drinking. And I ain't going to tell you how long ago that was. So let's just say he ain't drunk in a few years. And I remember he only come to our house one time drunk because he knows my dad would lay him out. It's my dad's older brother. And he showed respect for Dad too, But I can remember what my cousins went through. I've seen him. I don't know if you say he was drunk. I mean, I never really said I'm drunk, but I saw how it affected the kids because we're double first cousins. We were always together. Doctor tore up my med card in 2000. Oh, man. So I guess that's why I never, what you'd say, well, at one point in time, the depression and all that stuff was getting to me, and I was getting bad. Ernie! You just got to know your limits. That's right, Ernie. And we got to sit down and have a few together. Because every time I meet up with Ernie, he's a truck driver. He's always on the road. So no alcohol. So hopefully Ernie in Michigan the same time I'm in Michigan, and we can actually, brother, sit down after what? A year and a half? About a year and a half. We can sit down and have that beer together. That'd be awesome. So, Ernie, what time is it? That time already, Ernie? Let's see. Oh, you're getting started really early this morning. Because you usually don't head out to about 4 in the mornings. See, Scanner, that's your body. Your body can set up an immune system too, but you don't also realize it slows down a lot of your reaction time. That's the main thing. It's the disconnect between for a bathroom break. Oh, okay. Not that we're getting old or anything, right? No, that don't happen. It causes a disconnect. It slows down the which you can tell mine don't need to be much slower. The reaction times. I can walk, talk, all that stuff fine. but it takes me a little bit longer. If you were to throw something at me, my reaction time wouldn't be as quick. And that's what, um, you know, even though you're fine, don't get in a vehicle because it's your reaction time that is hindered most. You know, I know you don't. I know. Just, like I said, I have no problems with it. Matter of fact, sitting here right now, I see 2 bottles of wine and a bottle of Captain Morgan spiced rum. Yeah, it's that time of year. See, that's trucker. I'm like you. If I know I'm going to be drinking, I'm not driving at all. I mean, I'm not. If I'm driving, I said that backwards. If I'm driving, I'm not drinking at all because it just takes one. Have 2 trucks for Romulus, Saginaw, and heading over to Mackinac Bridge. Oh wow! I kind of miss the parts of Michigan, I should say. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I have nothing against alcohol in moderation. You know, that's all I ask. So, and yeah, because I was a responsible person. I am a responsible person. I always ended up getting to be the designated driver. Uh, 2009 to 2014. Not making Norway today though. Yeah, don't push it out there, Ernie. Yeah. From your little sister here, I worry about you. A lot of times I jump in Ernie's chats and he don't even know I'm in there. I don't even speak. I'll go in, I hit the thumbs up, I sit and listen, make sure he's doing okay, make sure everything's okay, and then jump back out and go on about my day. Little sister's lurking sometimes, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, trucker. And I mean, and I get it. It's a safety reason. I ran with the fire department. You know, I have seen some messes, due to drinking and driving. And being on that end of it, that's the hard part. You know, one of the worst runs I was on and it was here locally, of course, but it's closer to my house. Um, I There was a guy come up. A, a guy's van had broke down. He got off the side road as much as he could, but of course, in the country, you don't have like that much room to get off the road. Um, and so the tow truck was coming to hook up to it. Well, somehow or another, this guy comes up, goes around the van, and then he realizes there's a tow truck there. How he didn't see all the lights and stuff. Yes, there was alcohol involved. But the tow truck had his bed down and was getting ready to winch the van up on it. And the other driver came up like this on the side of the truck. Tow truck driver was standing there. And the hardest part was the tow truck driver's brother is my neighbor. A few houses down. I call him my neighbor. They're on the holler we live in. And he's like, Angie, what's going on? And I can't tell him. I can't tell him nothing. The only thing I can tell him is, your brother was, breathing and stuff, when he got in the ambulance. They're working with him. That's all I can tell you, you know. But he ain't going to make it. I know this. They were working with him, but, so he's like, what do I do? Do I go to the hospital? I said, go be with your mom and dad. Wherever they're at, go be with your mom and dad. As a child, for one, that's where you should be, I think, anyway. But I said, just rally around the family because we don't know what the outcome is going to be. I mean, I couldn't tell him all this stuff, but I said, just go be with your family, And so my dad was in a motorcycle accident in South Dakota. Yeah. Going back to sleep. Later, brother. Love ya. And so being on that side of it, I see the repercussions that can happen, and how it affects not just one person or one family, but we as the fire department, of course, they bring in counselors and stuff like that. So you're affecting several families, So yeah. All right. Enough. I'll get off my soapbox now. But I'm not saying you can't drink. Just do it respectfully and responsibly. Yeah. He was done fighting, so he passed away. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Scanner. But yeah, I mean, shoot far. I've been known to tie a few on. Mm-hmm. But I also knew that I weren't driving, and I could trust the people that was driving. Yes, Grandma, I'll drink responsibly. Okay. All right. That makes me feel better. Why do trees in West Virginia lean west? Why do trees in West Virginia lean west? I have no clue, Super Trucker. And I know I'm overthinking it. You better tell me the answer to that one, because it'll bug me. You know it will. I'll be like, I'll think about that all night long now. Go to close my. Oh, Trucker. Oh, Scanner, I'm glad you found this too. I mean, I don't call you all my subscribers or my members, or you all are family, okay? We are a family channel. And now, as you can tell, I'm always the big sister, the grandma, the mama of the bunch, but I keep it real with you, And I do it because I'll try to look after you, But always feel welcomed here, as long as you are respectful and no drama, we're good. And I'm not saying no drama because I don't want to get in the middle of no hassles or anything like that. Honestly, when I say no drama, here's my reason why. I'm bipolar. I don't need other people's crap. I got enough of my own going on. Nah. Night, Trucker. Love you, honey. But honestly, being bipolar, you worry and contemplate and overthink things. I don't need other stuff jumbling up in my brain. I got enough rattling around up there anyway. And I don't mean it disrespectful, you know, but this he said, she said, and all this crap. No. If you've got a problem you want to talk about, I haven't got a problem with that. I'll sit and I'll listen. But the whining and the riddle time, a boat is full of people, but not a single person is on it. How is this possible? They're all married. Checker. Oh, that was Scanner. Oh, Scanner, you're right there. Oh my God, I love it. I just assumed that was Trucker. Oh, goodness. Not a single person's on it. See, I overthought it. You know. So, yeah. I love it. Scanner. I gotta remember that one. I know what I can do. Where's my other phone? Okay. Picture time. Oh, crap. That's me. Not me. Other way around. Screenshot. Da-da-da. Hey. I'll get those on Rick. Guys, like I said, I just got on here to check things. And I've been on here for over an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm glad that you all have dropped in, and I'm glad that you found the channel. I love it when I meet new people. And Super Trucker, I hadn't got to talk to him in a while, because usually if I am on Ernie's, I'm just lurking when I see him and stuff. But I'm going to jump off of here. I love each and every one of you. I really do. And you all are a big part of my life. And I just like making sure everybody's safe and sound and, all that good stuff. So, got more coming. All right. I love it. It's funny though, because one of the guys was in here earlier on. When Rick's on here with me, he'll always, and he's in chat, he'll say, "Hey, Rick, tell me a joke." And Rick's like, "I don't know no jokes. I have to keep them on hand." But I'm going to jump off here and hopefully take me a nap, finish my cup of coffee, because it'll put me to sleep. And Bella's already fell asleep here at my feet, so she's ready for bed. So anyway, guys, love each and every one of you. I hope you hit the thumbs up button for me. And share out the channel sometimes. Help the channel grow. Get more family members, and one of these days we'll have a big old family reunion. So that's my hopes and plans. One day that I can have a meetup and we call it a big family reunion. So love yous, and I will talk to you all probably Tuesday. Bye, guys.